One of the measures being implemented around the globe in many countries to try and curtail the spread of coronavirus is to shut down schools. I'm joined online by Abdulkadir Özbek, the founder of Vision College in Istanbul, to discuss this. Thank you for joining us today. Abdulkadir Bey, many schools have been shut down as a result of the coronavirus pandemic. What is the situation for the education system here in Turkey?
The last few days, a Ministry of Education has made an announcement and declared this week a holiday, and the following week would be carried out by online means. The following week's preparations are going underway. Few weeks ago, Ministry of Education had predicted such events would be happening and has announced a platform named EBA, or Eğitim Bilişim Ağı, and this would be an underlying structure for online education. The following weeks, students can connect to EBA with their passwords and carry out their classes online. And some channels will be opened in TRT, and teachers will be teaching there, and students will be watching these lessons from the television. And we will carry out education by distance, and some countries had already been doing such procedures, and Turkey is now one of them. And we are on the last phases of our preparations, and we are recording our last videos, and we are informing the students and their parents regarding this, and the education will continue. Due to growing pandemic concerns, this is a plan B, but in the future, with technological advancements and widespread use of internet, we may see this becoming a permanent feature.
Well, that's obviously very good news. Is Turkey already prepared to deliver online education? Is this already happening, or is this something that Turkey is going to have to start from nothing?
No, it is not. On previous years, Turkey had experimented with such things, such as with Fatih Project. And Fatih Project was the first interaction of technology and class, and had given capabilities to thousands of students with smart boards and internet connections to schools. Turkey in this field is really well advanced in terms of technology and was well prepared. And in order to have a better platform, we have built this platform. Almost 1 month ago, we first announced it and had deployed to Elazığ when the earthquake happened. And the students in Elazığ were using it. But right now, it is available to entire country, and the following weeks, our students can join lessons with their virtual classes, and some videos will be sent out to them personally. But not through just EBA or internet. We also have lessons carried out by television, because right now, as Ministry of Health has carried out a successful prevention and quarantine operation, and in terms of Ministry of Education, I hope to see such successes. Our ministry had been working hard thus far, and I just want to say Turkey is one of the most prepared countries.
Well, that's very good news. Now, you mentioned virtual classrooms. If we just go back 10 years, online education was one way between the computer and the student. So are you talking about something that's more interactive?
Of course, it won't completely replace the cozy classroom environment between the teacher and the students. But in such cases, in such an environment with the pandemic ongoing, this is a really good alternative to use. Life continues and the students still learn. And now we can see students still having an interaction with their teachers through monitors. And they can still ask their questions through the virtual classroom, share their monitors, and everything is recorded. So if one student misses their lesson, they might get a report regarding it. And in real-life situation, we may not have the ability to repeat classes, but online environment keeps records of the lessons, so teachers and students can turn back to them. This also provides another benefit. A student may understand a subject at once, but some of them may not, and they might use this to repeat their lessons to understand it better. And by this method, can carry out their lessons in a better qualified environment. With the age of digitalization and records, we can see this education system has many pluses.
So might this even change the way we deliver education in the future? If I'm thinking, on the one hand, there's a problem that in this current situation is greatly accelerating the procedure to go digital in education in Turkey. Right now, it may be a plan B, and the classic methods of teaching may still be dominant after the 11th century, with teachers, classes, and students constantly listening. But this system is slowly replacing itself. Right soon after, we may see a change of norms, and students may attend to each classes they want, and it will be timeless and placeless and may carry out for longer and provide better opportunities to have the best teachers teach them. One of the biggest benefits of this digital age is to identify clearly what students lack and give special prescription-like lessons to students. Imagine hospitals. One of them doesn't have any technology, while the other with the MRs and the robotics and the laser-based surgery equipment. As technology affected the health industry with better identification and treatment procedures and have given capabilities, the same applies for education. And by the digital age, we may detect students and their lacking subjects better and provide them a better environment to learn in a digital environment. Such style schools, we may see them changing and or forming with a more digitalized education systems, a more personalized education system, and we will see a rapid development in these fields. This, of course, will bring great advantages. The one problem I was just going to ask about was most families only have one computer. So if the family has children of different ages, are you saying that because the lessons are recorded, that might be one way of getting around that?
Of course. The students who may not join online lessons may connect to them later on. And nowadays, it's not only computers. They might also connect with their phones, their smartphones, in fact. With the EBA application, I recommend every parent and student to download them. both on their computers and their smartphones, people may connect to the online lessons. Even in such a scenario, they can't attend. They might even ask their neighbors for their computers, maybe, to wish to see the records of lessons.
So this might be another way of involving the community and parents in education. Just one last final question I want to ask you. School is more than just lessons, isn't it? It's the social aspect of school is very important. Now, with the school shutdown and the children's isolation from the school environment, can we see any negative impacts likely for children, and how can this be mitigated?
Of course, in this procedure, with a class environment and their friends, is irreplaceable. But they will have opportunities to meet up socially online, and they might satisfy their social needs by these methods. And as you know, the current day environment is dangerous for social interactions in real life. At this point, parents have to be more careful, and kids have to treat their time betterly. And to parents who are curious about this time procedure with the stiff discipline, I recommend parents to research about it. With the interactions they will have with their children, and the positive discipline will definitely help them. Kids in this procedure will interact with their parents or elders more compared to their age group, and will try to satisfy their social needs by online methods. Health comes first, so maybe not seeing their friends for a while may be the better option.
Well, thank you very much for joining us and for your insights, Abdulkadir Özbek. Thank you for joining us. Let's hope this digital age brings the family back together.